Our Mitre 10 project this week involves harvesting rain and using this free resource to sustain a garden through dry times. We're here at the local Mitre 10 store in Kincumber, New South Wales, talking to Peter Steele, the store manager, about what's what in water tanks. Now, Pete, we need something about 4,000 litres storage capacity, but not too big, a slimline unit perhaps, because they've got to go up against a wall and we don't want them sticking out too far. You got any ideas?
Yeah, mate, we've got a huge range of tanks here at Mitre 10. But what I do suggest is Nilex Slimline 2100 litre water tank.
Yeah, nice.
Possibly two of them without a problem at all.
That's great. Now, mate, can you deliver?
No worries.
Sensational. As well as the tanks, we'll also need fittings for the downpipes at the top of the system and all the connections for the outlet, as we're aiming to irrigate the new community edible garden. Peter has gathered all the necessaries and we're ready to go. As part of the project, we'll be making up a Mitre plan for the job, which will contain all the info you need, including tools, making the whole task a step-by-step process. Now, just a little tip for you guys at home. Get your rain tank into position and then let it fill up. It's a lot easier. Oh, boys. Beautiful. The base for your water tanks not only has to be level, but also strong enough to take the weight of the water, which is 1 tonne per 1,000 litres. So in this case, just over 4 tonne, a fair bit. Now, you could use reinforced concrete or you could use pavers for a more decorative look, as long as they're installed properly to take the weight of the water. The difference in height between the top of the garden beds, which is where the drip lines are, and the outlets on the water tanks isn't big enough to run a gravity-driven watering system. So what we're going to do is install a pump just to build up the pressure. And at the same time, we're installing a pressure-reducing valve which will get the water flow just right to suit the drip emitters. Also, we've got a programmable water controller, battery-operated, nice and simple. And, very importantly, an inline filter. That'll stop any dirt or grime getting into the lines and clogging the drip emitters. Now, if you're not confident installing all of this stuff, it's best to pay a professional to do it for you. Easy to work and assemble, Polypipe delivers the rainwater to each of the beds. At this point, 13mm Pope Drippy's drip line hose takes this life-saving moisture through to the individual plants at a rate of 2 litres per minute from each of the inline drippers. These lines need to be spaced 30 centimetres apart for even coverage. This method of water delivery is the most efficient available and is 50 to 60% more efficient than traditional watering systems. Well, there you have it, a super efficient irrigation system that takes the rain and gives it back to the garden as needed. And it's water restriction compliant too, ensuring this community garden is very productive. A fabulous resource for the residents. And all we need now is a little bit of rain.